Life is full of obstacles, and sometimes we feel stuck. Whether it's in our career, relationships, or personal growth, the weight of stagnation can be overwhelming. It can feel like an endless loop of routine, where every step forward seems to lead us back to the same frustrations. But the Stoics taught us that change is within our control, and more importantly, our perception of obstacles can define our path. We have the power to reset our mindset, restart our journey, and refocus our energy on what truly matters. This isn't about simply forgetting the past or ignoring our struggles, but rather about shifting our approach and re-evaluating what serves our growth. Think about the moments in life when you felt the most alive. What was different then? Chances are you had a clear direction, a sense of purpose, or a newfound appreciation for challenges. When we learn to reset, we allow ourselves the opportunity to embrace these moments again. When we restart, we step back into the game of life with newfound wisdom. And when we refocus, we direct our attention towards meaningful progress rather than distractions that hold us back. In this video, we'll break down the philosophy, the steps, and the actions you need to take to truly transform your life. Together, we will explore how to break free from the cycle of stagnation, align ourselves with our true purpose, and develop a mindset that thrives in adversity. No matter where you are in your journey, the power to change is in your hands. It's time to press reset. Chapter 1: The Power of Resetting. Resetting is about letting go. The Stoics believed in the art of detachment, not as a way of withdrawing from life, but as a method of freeing yourself from unnecessary burdens. By learning to release what no longer serves us, we create space for new opportunities and growth. Think about the last time you held on to something that was no longer serving you: a toxic relationship, a failed business venture, or even an outdated version of yourself. Often, we cling to these things out of fear of change, fear of failure, or fear of the unknown. However, true strength lies in recognizing when something is weighing you down and having the courage to step away from it. The first step to change is to acknowledge that you need a fresh start. This requires deep self-reflection and brutal honesty. Ask yourself, is this situation, habit, or mindset helping me become the best version of myself? If the answer is no, then it's time to detach and move forward. The Stoics believed in focusing only on what is within our control. We cannot change the past, nor can we dictate the future, but we can choose our response in the present moment. This is where the power of awareness comes into play. Awareness is the gateway to transformation. When you become aware of what is holding you back, you regain control over your life. It is easy to move through life on autopilot, responding to external events without questioning whether they align with your personal growth. But once you stop and ask yourself these hard questions, you begin to reclaim your direction. Letting go is not a sign of weakness, it is an act of wisdom. It does not mean forgetting, but rather learning. It does not mean giving up, but rather repositioning. Letting go is a conscious decision to prioritize what truly matters, to stop carrying unnecessary burdens, and to focus on what you can control. The moment you decide to reset, you open yourself to new possibilities. Letting go also means embracing uncertainty. Many people hold on to the past because it feels safe, even when it no longer serves them. But the Stoics remind us that true peace comes from our ability to navigate the unknown with confidence. When we release what no longer benefits us, we create room for new experiences, relationships, and opportunities that align with our growth. Embrace this as a liberating experience and take pride in the fact that you are actively shaping your own destiny. Resetting is about stepping into a new mindset where past mistakes do not define you, but rather teach you valuable lessons. Every reset is an opportunity for renewal, a chance to redefine who you are and what you want from life. This process requires courage, but it also brings great rewards. Take a deep breath and remind yourself that your past does not dictate your future. Growth is not about perfection, but about the willingness to keep evolving. It is about embracing each moment as a fresh opportunity to become better, stronger, and more aligned with your true self. With this perspective, you will find that each fresh start becomes a stepping stone toward the person you are meant to be. The road ahead is open and full of possibilities. All you have to do is take the first step. Practical exercise. Take a moment to write down 3 things that are holding you back. Consider why these things have a hold on you. Are they based on fear, comfort, or a sense of obligation? Next, ask yourself, do I need these in my life, or am I holding on to them out of habit? If not, make a plan to let them go. Now go one step further. Visualize your life without these burdens. How would it feel? What new opportunities might arise? Write down the positive outcomes that could come from releasing these limitations. Then, create an actionable roadmap with small steps toward letting them go, whether it's having a difficult conversation, making a change in your routine, or simply shifting your mindset. The power of release is in your hands. Embrace it fully. Chapter 2. Restarting with clarity. A restart doesn't mean starting from scratch. It means moving forward with the lessons you've learned and applying them with newfound wisdom. Every failure, every setback, every heartbreak, these aren't reasons to quit. They're reasons to grow, to refine your approach, and to strengthen your resilience. The process of restarting is an evolution, one that requires courage, patience, and a willingness to embrace change. The Stoics taught that everything that happens to us is an opportunity. Marcus Aurelius said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." When we shift our perspective and view challenges as stepping stones rather than roadblocks, we unlock the ability to transform setbacks into growth. Obstacles, when approached with the right mindset, can become our greatest teachers. Every hardship we endure is a lesson waiting to be absorbed, a stepping stone that pushes us closer to becoming the best version of ourselves. To truly restart with clarity, it is essential to examine our failures without self-judgment. Rather than seeing them as evidence of our shortcomings, we must embrace them as part of the process. Every successful person has faced failure. What sets them apart is their ability to learn and move forward with greater wisdom and determination. Failure is not an endpoint. It is a signal that something needs to be adjusted. By identifying what went wrong and making necessary changes, we ensure that our restart is built on a stronger, more informed foundation. Another crucial aspect of restarting is accepting that progress is not always linear. Growth is a series of adjustments, setbacks, and recalibrations. The Stoics remind us that we control our response, not external events. When we restart, we must do so with the understanding that setbacks are natural and should not be feared. Instead of seeing them as failures, we should recognize them as integral steps in our journey towards self-improvement. Each challenge presents a new opportunity to reassess, refine, and ultimately strengthen our foundation for the future. Restarting also means refining our approach. What worked for us in the past may no longer be effective, and that's okay. Growth requires flexibility, and sometimes that means stepping outside of our comfort zone to try new strategies. We must be adaptable, open to fresh perspectives, and willing to experiment. Sometimes restarting means taking a completely different route than the one we originally planned. It is a chance to build a stronger foundation, one that aligns with our core values and goals. If we remain rigid in our thinking, we limit our potential to grow beyond our previous limitations. Additionally, a restart requires cultivating patience. True transformation doesn't happen overnight. It's a gradual process that demands consistency and effort. Even when progress seems slow, each small step forward accumulates over time to create lasting change. By committing to steady improvement rather than immediate perfection, we develop resilience that will serve us well in the long run. Above all, a restart is an opportunity to reconnect with our purpose. It is not just about making changes, but about ensuring that those changes bring us closer to our ultimate vision. Without clarity of purpose, even the most determined efforts can feel directionless. By taking the time to realign our actions with our deeper values, we not only create a path forward, but also reinforce our sense of fulfillment and motivation. Restarting isn't about erasing the past. It's about using our past experiences as a guide to build a more intentional and meaningful future. By maintaining this perspective, we can restart not just with clarity, but with confidence and renewed motivation to push forward. Identify a past failure that still haunts you. Instead of seeing it as a regret, reframe it as a lesson. What did you learn from it? How can you apply that knowledge to improve your current situation? Write down one concrete step you can take today to use that past failure as a building block for your future success. Chapter 3. Refocusing on what matters. Our attention is our most valuable asset. Yet in a world of distractions, we often lose sight of what truly matters. Every day we are bombarded with notifications, emails, and social media updates that pull us in different directions, making it difficult to focus on what is essential. The modern world thrives on our divided attention, but we must learn to reclaim it. Seneca warned us about the dangers of mindless busyness. Life is long if you know how to use it. Many people mistake movement for progress. But are you moving towards your true purpose, or are you just keeping busy? There is a difference between productivity and distraction disguised as productivity. We often find comfort in being busy. It gives us a sense of accomplishment. However, the real question is whether this busyness is leading us towards meaningful outcomes. Are we spending time on what truly aligns with our values, or are we just filling our days with activity for the sake of it? The key to refocusing is identifying what truly adds value to our lives and eliminating the rest. The first step to regaining focus is creating a system that allows for deep, uninterrupted work. This may mean setting designated time blocks for tasks, turning off unnecessary notifications, or even restructuring our daily routines to prioritize high-value activities. When we intentionally design our environment to support focus, we take control over how our attention is directed. Another critical aspect of focus is developing mental discipline. The mind naturally wanders, but we can train ourselves to bring it back to the present moment. Techniques like meditation, mindful breathing, and structured reflection can strengthen our ability to stay engaged with important work. The Stoics believed in self-control as a path to mastery, and by cultivating this skill, we reclaim power over our distractions. Training the mind to focus is like training a muscle. It requires repetition, patience, and persistence. Each time our attention drifts, we have an opportunity to practice returning to the present moment. By practicing concentration techniques such as setting aside specific time for deep work, minimizing digital distractions, and creating an environment conducive to productivity, we can significantly enhance our ability to stay engaged in tasks that matter most. Furthermore, we must be mindful of the commitments we take on. Spreading ourselves too thin leads to diminished quality in everything we do. It is crucial to evaluate which activities align with our goals and values and which ones merely deplete our time and energy. Overcommitment can leave us exhausted and disconnected from our true purpose, making it imperative to establish boundaries that protect our time and mental well-being. Learning to say no to obligations that do not serve our greater purpose is a powerful tool for preserving energy and ensuring we channel our attention where it matters most. Time is a non-renewable resource, and focusing on what truly matters allows us to maximize our impact and fulfillment. The process of prioritization begins with self-awareness. Taking the time to reflect on our core values and long-term aspirations can help us determine which activities are truly worth our investment. A powerful exercise is to list all of our daily and weekly responsibilities and assess their alignment with our ultimate vision. If something consistently drains us without contributing to our progress or well-being, it may be time to eliminate or delegate it. True focus comes from cutting out distractions and dedicating ourselves fully to what truly matters. This means creating a structure in our daily lives that supports deep focus, such as prioritizing the most important tasks first, taking intentional breaks to reset mental clarity, and engaging in practices that cultivate awareness and discipline. One useful method is the time-blocking technique, which involves setting aside dedicated periods for focused work while eliminating external distractions. Additionally, incorporating mindfulness exercises, such as meditation or journaling, can significantly improve our ability to stay present and engaged in our pursuits. Every decision we make should bring us one step closer to fulfillment, not further away from it. The more we practice intentional living, the more clarity we gain in our pursuits, ensuring that our efforts align with our deepest goals. By consistently refining our approach to productivity and commitment, we cultivate a lifestyle centered around meaning and purpose. With discipline, patience, and unwavering focus, we can train ourselves to direct our energy toward what truly moves us forward in life, eliminating the noise that hinders our progress. Every morning, write down the one thing that would make today a success. Focus on that and eliminate distractions that pull you away. Chapter 4. The Mental Reset. Letting go of mental baggage. Resetting your life starts with resetting your mind. Negative self-talk, past regrets, and limiting beliefs act as mental weights that hold us back from realizing our true potential. These thoughts often stem from past experiences, societal conditioning, or fear of failure. If left unchecked, they create barriers that limit our ability to grow and adapt. To move forward, we must first acknowledge these mental weights and consciously work to dismantle them. The Stoics taught us to control our perceptions as they shape our reality. The way we interpret events can determine whether we remain stuck in a cycle of doubt or use challenges as opportunities for learning and growth. Every obstacle, when viewed through a lens of wisdom, can become a stepping stone to self-improvement. When we practice shifting our perspective, we begin to see difficulties not as roadblocks, but as necessary lessons that strengthen our character and resilience. You have the power to interpret events in a way that serves you. This means consciously reframing negative thoughts and replacing them with constructive ones. Instead of seeing setbacks as failures, recognize them as valuable lessons. Instead of allowing criticism to diminish your confidence, use it to fuel self-improvement. The power of our thoughts cannot be overstated. They shape our perceptions, influence our decisions, and ultimately dictate our destiny. A practical way to reinforce this shift in thinking is to keep a journal, where you reframe negative experiences into positive insights. Writing things down helps us process emotions, understand patterns, and gain a clearer perspective on our growth. Additionally, setting aside time for reflection at the end of each day can be a transformative habit. Take a moment to ask yourself, what did I learn today? How can I apply this lesson moving forward? The more consistently you practice this, the more natural it becomes. Your thoughts shape your actions, and your actions shape your future. By resetting your mindset, you reclaim control over your life and set yourself on a path toward growth and resilience. True mental resetting requires patience and persistence. Just as physical training strengthens the body, mental discipline strengthens the mind. It is not an overnight process, but rather a continuous effort of replacing old, limiting beliefs with empowering ones. Through daily affirmations, mindfulness exercises, and conscious habit building, you can rewire your mindset and build a foundation that remains steady even in the face of adversity. Moreover, surrounding yourself with individuals who reinforce a positive and growth-oriented mindset is essential. The company you keep has a direct impact on the way you perceive yourself and the world. Engage with people who challenge you to grow, who provide constructive feedback, and who encourage resilience over surrender. The support of a strong, like-minded community can be the difference between stagnation and transformation. Remember, each day offers a fresh opportunity to refine your mindset and embrace a more empowered, growth-focused way of thinking. Life is a continuous process of learning and evolving. By taking charge of your thoughts and proactively shaping your mental environment, you are actively designing a future filled with possibility, resilience, and success. Every time a negative thought arises, challenge it. Ask yourself, is this thought useful? If not, replace it with a constructive one. Chapter 5. Restarting your habits. The key to long-term change. It's not motivation that creates lasting change, it's discipline. The Stoics practiced daily habits to strengthen their minds and bodies, understanding that true growth is achieved through consistency rather than bursts of inspiration. The small, repetitive actions we take daily shape the trajectory of our lives far more than fleeting moments of motivation ever could. While motivation may spark the initial desire for change, discipline ensures long-term success and growth. Want to restart your life? Start by examining your habits. Take inventory of how you spend your time each day. Are your current habits reinforcing the life you want, or are they holding you back? The Stoics believed in deliberate practice, intentional, repeated actions that reinforce self-mastery and mental fortitude. They understood that excellence is not a one-time achievement, but rather the cumulative effect of small, purposeful actions performed over time. Small daily actions create big results over time. Whether it's waking up earlier, committing to daily exercise, reading for self-improvement, or engaging in meaningful conversations, these habits accumulate into a foundation of success. The discipline to stick with a routine, even when it feels mundane, is what ultimately leads to transformation. Progress is not about dramatic overnight shifts, but about the steady and unwavering commitment to improvement. Each action, no matter how small, compounds to shape a better, more focused version of yourself. Furthermore, creating meaningful habits requires intentionality. It's not just about doing things for the sake of routine, but about identifying habits that align with your long-term aspirations. The Stoics encouraged deep self-reflection, urging individuals to evaluate whether their daily actions were leading them toward virtue and fulfillment, or merely keeping them occupied. By consciously choosing habits that serve a greater purpose, you ensure that every day contributes to your larger vision of success. Additionally, tracking progress can provide motivation and reinforcement, helping to sustain positive changes over time. Another crucial aspect of habit formation is understanding the science behind it. Research shows that habits are formed through a loop of cue, routine, and reward. By recognizing these patterns, we can deliberately adjust them to replace negative habits with constructive ones. For example, If stress triggers unhealthy eating habits, replacing that routine with mindful breathing or a short walk can rewire the brain toward healthier choices. Understanding how habits are built gives us greater control over our actions and fosters long-term consistency. The key is to develop awareness around our triggers and consciously work to establish more beneficial behavioral loops. Beyond recognizing patterns, we must cultivate an intentional approach to reinforcing positive habits. One method is habit stacking, where a new habit is linked to an existing one. For example, if you want to incorporate meditation into your routine, you could attach it to an already established habit, such as drinking your morning coffee. This strategy strengthens new behaviors by associating them with ones already ingrained in your daily routine. In addition, surrounding yourself with an environment that fosters good habits is crucial. If you want to be more productive, design your space to minimize distractions. If you aim to be healthier, keep nutritious food accessible and create a workout schedule you can stick to. The key is to make beneficial habits easier to adopt and destructive habits harder to maintain. Seeking accountability through a supportive network of friends, mentors, or online communities can further solidify new behaviors and keep you on track when motivation wanes. External accountability can be a strong motivator, and verbalizing your goals to others often increases the likelihood of follow-through. Additionally, understanding the role of identity in habit formation can be transformative. Instead of focusing solely on behavior change, shifting your mindset to align with the identity you wish to embody can create deeper, lasting change. For instance, rather than saying, "I want to exercise more," reaffirming, "I am a person who prioritizes my health and fitness," reinforces the commitment at a fundamental level. Ultimately, lasting change is built through perseverance, discipline, and an unshakable commitment to personal growth. Every small step you take strengthens your foundation, reinforcing a path towards self-mastery. With consistency, even the smallest positive habits can yield life-changing results. By maintaining awareness of your progress, adapting to challenges, and reinforcing your commitment, you can cultivate a mindset that thrives on growth, ensuring that positive changes become a natural part of your everyday life. Growth is not linear, and setbacks are inevitable, but by staying focused on continuous improvement rather than perfection, you create an environment where resilience and progress flourish. Identify one bad habit to eliminate and one good habit to introduce. Make a commitment to follow through for 30 days. Chapter 6. Refocusing on inner peace. Inner peace isn't about having a perfect life. It's about having the right mindset. The Stoics believed that external circumstances don't determine happiness. Our thoughts do. True serenity comes from understanding that we cannot control everything that happens to us, but we can always control how we respond. It is not about the absence of conflict or difficulty, but about cultivating an inner resilience that allows us to remain calm and composed in the face of life's inevitable uncertainties. This perspective requires regular self-examination and the ability to detach from the chaos of the world around us. The Stoics practiced mindfulness and reflection to maintain their inner tranquility. They understood that peace comes not from perfect conditions, but from a disciplined mind that refuses to be disturbed by external factors. Learning to reframe our thoughts, manage our emotions, and focus on what truly matters empowers us to cultivate inner peace, no matter what circumstances arise. Achieving this level of inner harmony requires daily effort. It means consciously choosing gratitude over resentment, perspective over worry, and acceptance over resistance. It is about understanding that we are not defined by our struggles, but by how we choose to navigate them. When we shift our mindset to embrace life's challenges as opportunities for growth, we unlock the key to lasting peace. This transformation begins by accepting that adversity is an inevitable part of life, but our response to it is entirely within our control. Instead of resisting difficulties, we can choose to lean into them, viewing each challenge as a lesson in resilience and personal development. By shifting our focus from obstacles to opportunities, we cultivate a mindset that thrives on adaptation and learning rather than fear and avoidance. Furthermore, embracing challenges fosters emotional strength, allowing us to handle setbacks with grace and determination. When we see struggles as stepping stones rather than barriers, we build confidence in our ability to overcome difficulties. This confidence spills over into all aspects of life, enabling us to approach relationships, careers, and personal aspirations with greater clarity and purpose. Over time, this shift in perception rewires our thinking, helping us remain calm and composed even in the face of uncertainty. Inner peace is not a destination, but a continuous journey of refining our thoughts and attitudes. By practicing gratitude for both our successes and our hardships, we reinforce the understanding that every experience contributes to our growth. True peace comes from knowing that we have the strength to navigate any situation with wisdom, patience, and a steadfast commitment to self-improvement. Practice gratitude daily. Each night, write down 3 things you're grateful for. This shifts your focus from what's wrong to what's right. Chapter 7. Resetting your social circle. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. If you want to grow, surround yourself with people who challenge and inspire you. The company you keep has a profound impact on your mindset, habits, and ambitions. Being around individuals who push you to strive for excellence encourages personal and professional growth, while negative influences can drain your energy and hinder your progress. Consider the traits of those in your closest circle. Are they supportive, driven, and growth-oriented? Do they encourage you to reach new heights, or do they reinforce limiting beliefs? By consciously selecting relationships that foster resilience, ambition, and wisdom, you create an environment where personal transformation thrives. Engage with mentors, like-minded peers, and individuals who have achieved what you aspire to. Their insights, motivation, and perspective can help accelerate your own journey to success. Beyond professional or academic influences, the emotional and psychological impact of your social circle is just as significant. Being surrounded by people who uplift and challenge you can lead to greater confidence, resilience, and overall mental well-being. The people we interact with daily shape our attitudes, choices, and even our sense of identity. If you frequently find yourself in negative or toxic environments, it may be time to reassess and make necessary changes to protect your growth. Furthermore, fostering meaningful relationships requires active participation. Engage in discussions that expand your thinking, seek feedback that challenges your perspectives, and contribute positively to the growth of those around you. A strong social network not only amplifies success, but also provides a foundation of emotional support, making the journey of growth more enriching and sustainable. Invest time in cultivating relationships that are based on trust, mutual respect, and shared values. Regularly check in with those who matter most and find ways to offer support and encouragement, creating a cycle of positivity that enhances your personal and collective growth. Additionally, consider diversifying your social interactions. Exposure to different perspectives, backgrounds, and experiences can broaden your understanding of the world, making you more adaptable and empathetic. Attend events, join new communities, or participate in conversations that challenge you to think critically and expand your horizons. The more intentional you are in shaping your network, the more you can align your environment with your aspirations, reinforcing your commitment to self-improvement and meaningful progress. Evaluate your relationships. Who uplifts you? Who drains you? Make a conscious effort to spend more time with those who bring out your best self. Chapter 8. Restarting with Purpose. Purpose gives life meaning. Without it, we drift, moving through life without a sense of direction or fulfillment. The Stoics believed in living in alignment with our virtues and values, understanding that a well-defined purpose provides clarity and resilience in the face of challenges. It gives us a sense of control over our lives, allowing us to navigate with confidence rather than uncertainty. When we lack purpose, our actions become aimless, and our efforts seem scattered. Without a clear direction, we may find ourselves feeling unfulfilled despite being busy. However, when we define a meaningful purpose, we create a guiding force that shapes our decisions, strengthens our perseverance, and fuels our motivation. It becomes the foundation upon which we build our lives, helping us navigate uncertainties and setbacks with a sense of confidence and determination. Every decision we make becomes intentional, and each action aligns with a bigger vision of success and fulfillment. Discovering purpose requires introspection and a commitment to understanding what truly matters to us. It involves identifying our core values, recognizing our strengths, and considering how we can contribute positively to the world around us. By aligning our actions with our deepest values, we cultivate a sense of fulfillment that extends beyond temporary achievements. Purpose gives our lives a deeper meaning, turning even mundane tasks into steps towards something greater. When we have purpose, setbacks are not failures, but learning experiences that push us forward. Living with purpose also brings resilience. When faced with difficulties, those with a clear sense of purpose are more likely to persevere, viewing obstacles as opportunities to grow rather than reasons to quit. This mindset shift allows us to embrace adversity as a necessary part of our journey rather than something to be avoided. Challenges become stepping stones that help us build strength, perseverance, and wisdom. Instead of being discouraged by setbacks, we see them as indicators that we are making progress, that we are refining ourselves in the process of growth. Furthermore, a strong sense of purpose serves as an anchor during turbulent times. It provides a reason to keep moving forward, even when external circumstances are daunting. When we have a clear mission, our struggles take on new meaning. They become necessary trials that shape us into stronger, wiser individuals. This resilience not only benefits us personally, but also inspires those around us, creating a ripple effect of perseverance and determination. To cultivate a purposeful life, we must regularly reflect on our aspirations and adjust our path as needed. Purpose is not static. It evolves as we grow, learn, and experience new challenges. As we refine our values and ambitions, our purpose may shift, requiring us to realign and adapt. This constant process of self-discovery ensures that our lives remain meaningful and aligned with our true selves. Purpose is not simply about reaching a destination, but about embracing the journey with intention and passion. By staying connected to our values and continuously refining our goals, we ensure that every action we take moves us toward the life we genuinely desire. Engaging in purposeful work, surrounding ourselves with like-minded individuals, and seeking experiences that challenge and inspire us all contribute to a richer, more fulfilling existence. Purpose is not just a guiding force, it is the very foundation that shapes our experiences, our successes, and our fulfillment. With a well-defined sense of direction, we create a life driven by meaning, resilience, and an unwavering commitment to personal growth. Write a personal mission statement. What do you stand for? What legacy do you want to leave? Chapter 9. Refocusing on action over excuses. Thinking without action leads to stagnation. The Stoics were doers, not just thinkers. They understood that knowledge without application is meaningless, and that wisdom is only truly valuable when it is put into practice. It is easy to get caught in a cycle of overanalyzing, planning, and debating the best course of action, but without taking steps forward, progress remains an illusion. The Stoics emphasized that action is the true measure of a person's commitment to growth and self-improvement. Taking action does not always mean making grand, life-altering moves. Sometimes it is the small, consistent efforts that lead to the greatest transformation. Every decision to act, no matter how minor, compounds over time, forging resilience, discipline, and self-mastery. Procrastination and hesitation only serve to delay the opportunities that await those who take decisive steps forward. Action, no matter how small, builds momentum, and momentum is what drives lasting change. By embodying the Stoic principle of action, we train ourselves to embrace discomfort, confront challenges head-on, and transform our ideas into tangible realities. True growth lies not in merely contemplating change, but in actively shaping our lives through intentional effort and persistence. Taking action also creates clarity. When we move forward, we gain real-world feedback, refine our strategies, and gain a deeper understanding of our goals and values. The courage to take that first step, even if uncertain, often unlocks new pathways we could not have foreseen. Furthermore, action fosters self-trust. Each time we act with purpose, we reinforce confidence in our ability to navigate life's uncertainties. This resilience becomes a self-perpetuating cycle where effort fuels progress and progress fuels further effort. When we commit to consistent action, we develop a habit of perseverance that strengthens our ability to overcome challenges. We learn that failure is not an end point, but a stepping stone toward growth, and each attempt teaches us valuable lessons that refine our skills and decision-making. The Stoics recognized that action is a form of self-discipline, a daily practice that builds momentum and fortifies character. When we stop hesitating and start doing, we shift from passive observers to active participants in our own lives. This transformation requires patience, resilience, and a willingness to embrace the discomfort that often accompanies meaningful change. The greatest accomplishments are achieved not through fleeting moments of inspiration, but through relentless, deliberate action. Ultimately, the Stoic way teaches us that no amount of contemplation can replace action's power to define our destiny. Change is always within reach, but only if we commit to making it happen. By continuously choosing action over inertia, we shape our future with intention, ensuring that each day brings us closer to our highest potential. In the end, it is not our dreams that define us, but the actions we take to bring them to life. Stop overanalyzing. Take one small action today towards your biggest goal. Chapter 10. Mastering the art of persistence. A true reset is not just about starting over, it's about pushing forward despite challenges. The Stoics believed that resilience is key to a fulfilling life. It is not merely about wiping the slate clean, but about leveraging past experiences, learning from failures, and using adversity as fuel for growth. Every challenge we face presents an opportunity to strengthen our resolve, sharpen our focus, and reaffirm our commitment to self-improvement. Resilience is cultivated through persistence, adaptability, and a deep understanding that setbacks are a natural part of progress. The Stoics embrace the idea that hardships are not obstacles, but stepping stones to wisdom. When we persist despite difficulties, we reinforce our ability to overcome adversity, building confidence and mental toughness. Instead of fearing failure, we should see it as an essential component of growth. a test that refines our character and deepens our understanding of ourselves and the world around us. True persistence means continuously realigning our actions with our core values and long-term goals. It requires patience, discipline, and an unwavering belief that progress is always within reach, no matter how small the steps may seem. Every effort, every attempt, and every moment of perseverance accumulates into a foundation of lasting success. The journey of persistence is not defined by speed, but by consistency. Each setback should be seen as an opportunity to recalibrate and adjust our course, rather than as a reason to quit. The Stoics understood that challenges are not meant to break us, but to forge us into stronger individuals. Resilience is not about ignoring hardship, but about learning to stand firm in the face of adversity. When we adopt a mindset that views setbacks as essential lessons, we remove the fear of failure. Instead, we begin to embrace the struggle as a necessary step toward self-mastery. Progress is not always linear, but it is always possible. Even in moments of difficulty, the simple act of moving forward, no matter how small the step, is a victory in itself. Persistence also requires emotional endurance. When we are tempted to give up, it is often our mindset, not our ability, that determines whether we press on. The Stoics remind us that our perception of struggle shapes our experience of it. If we see challenges as insurmountable, they will be, but if we see them as opportunities to grow stronger, they become stepping stones to resilience. The key is to build mental fortitude through daily discipline, habitual effort, and an unshakable belief in our capacity to adapt and thrive. By integrating this mindset, we turn the act of resetting not into an occasional event, but a lifelong commitment to growth and resilience. Resetting is not about erasing the past, but about using it as a foundation to build a more empowered future. It is about choosing to move forward despite uncertainty, armed with the wisdom of experience and the determination to improve. The most successful individuals are not those who never fall, but those who refuse to stay down. When obstacles arise, do you retreat or do you adapt and persist? Marcus Aurelius reminded us, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." The true test of persistence is not in how often we succeed, but in how determined we are to keep moving forward, no matter what stands in our way. Identify one long-term goal you've struggled with. Break it into smaller steps and commit to consistent progress each day. Reset, restart, and refocus. These aren't just words. They're principles for transformation, a call to reclaim control over your life and step into a future shaped by intentional action. The life you want is within reach, but only if you take responsibility for creating it. No one else will do it for you. It's not about waiting for the perfect moment. It's about making the present moment the starting point for real change. A reset is not just about leaving behind the past. It's about embracing the possibilities that lie ahead. Each day presents a new opportunity to take charge, to redirect your energy, and to define your future with clarity and confidence. It's about committing to a process of growth, about recognizing that the smallest step forward is still a step toward progress. Every decision, no matter how small, has the potential to reshape the course of your life. Your reset starts now, not tomorrow, not next week. Now, the decision to take action, to restart with renewed focus, to embrace the challenges ahead, is entirely yours. This is the moment you stop waiting and start becoming. The path is open, and the next step is yours to take. Will you walk forward into the life you deserve? Will you choose to build a future that aligns with your values, your goals, and your deepest aspirations? The choice is yours, and it starts in this very moment.